7:45 in the morning. It is a quarter before 8 o'clock, and it's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Mike McDermott is with us this morning. ICTC, if my computer wakes up. Come on, baby. How about that, Mike? Do you have any tech experts up there at ICTC that could fix this thing?
Oh, we have quite a few tech experts, but they're home for the summer. Many of them, they're probably still sleeping in.
What are they doing? Don't they know I need their help? No, it's working now. So Mike McDermott joins us from ICTC. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus and Mack. Voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm, the Best of Indiana County Contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Well, those folks might be home for the summer, but that doesn't mean ICTC's dormant in the summertime. You got a lot going on there.
No, absolutely. There's always something taking place at the ICTC, whether it be at the secondary level or for the summertime, mostly the adult education level. So we're always open.
All right. So what are some of the things for this summer that are big highlights?
Well, obviously, we use the summer to do a lot of our building repairs and upkeep and so forth, order a lot of our equipment and do the install. But in terms of the educational piece, we still have adult cosmetology classes finishing up their hours over the summer months. We have our adult welding class in the evening. Once again, they're finishing up their summer month hours. CDL training takes place throughout the summer. Each month we have a new class coming in, and we use the facility to educate those future drivers. And then motorcycle safety training takes place on the ICTC campus. So they have the parking lot all lined off, specially designed for the motorcycle training. And sometimes during the week, most of the time during the weekends, they'll use the parking lot for training.
I want to swing back to that welding program because that is become or has become such a big part of the employment picture for our entire region. And there are jobs out there for folks in the welding profession that not only are they good jobs, they're great jobs, and you can get them right away, right out of ICTC.
Absolutely. And so much so, Todd, that welding is such in demand, not only from potential employers, but for our students that want to come into the program. So because of that, over the past few years, we've had more and more interest in the welding program. And so working with the sending schools, we've decided to expand our welding program. So as we speak over the summer months, we have workers working on a new program area, and we're expanding our welding so that we can meet the demand of our sending school students' request to receive that training.
It's pretty amazing to me, the adaptability of ICTC, that you're able to see what are the needs that are out there within the work community and what can we do to meet those needs. Welding is certainly one of those. The CDL course is interesting as well because that's something that is an industry that is in the midst of great change just because of the way that it goes within that industry. And companies are looking for drivers. They're desperate for drivers. And if somebody wants to live that lifestyle and get the proper training, they can get out on the road right away.
Absolutely. We receive calls and requests continually from businesses that are asking, do we have any CDL drivers? Do we have any certified individuals? So what we'll do is each class coming in, we post all of the openings that we've received and all the opportunities. So you're quite right, Todd. I mean, those individuals can literally walk out our doors after they receive their CDL training and find employment.
Yeah, they can hop right into the cab of the truck and off they go. Let's talk about the instructors for that program because it's very important to have people who are qualified not only to operate the truck itself, but really know the ins and outs of the industry. These are guys that have been out on the road.
We work cooperatively with a group called PA Pride. PA Pride is a statewide training group. So we supply the space, we supply the operation, we supply the building and the training materials needed, and the PA Pride finds the certified trainers, and they come to ICTC and do the training and the instruction.
Yeah, that's pretty important that you have people that really know their stuff. Because we might think, okay, you hop in the truck, you drive it from this city to that city, and that's it. But it's not that at all. There's
Well, I'm sure
a lot
you,
to learn.
I'm sure you see them on occasion coming down Philadelphia Street because we have to cover all aspects. So when you're talking CDL training and over the road, you're both doing highway and in small communities like ours because they have to be able to perform in that vehicle. So it is a daunting task, but each month we're able to produce about 6 or 7 trained CDL drivers.
Maneuvering around a small town like this is really cool. It's Indiana in the Morning here on WCCS. Mike McDermott with us here this morning as we talk about things at ICTC in the summertime. Included among those things, of course, as you mentioned a couple of moments ago, getting the building back in shape for the fall season. It's not that it was out of shape, but at the end of any period of time, there's always going to be extra work to do in terms of getting it ready, repairs here or there, or even changes in the way things have done. Physically to the building, are there great changes needed?
Well, each year we have a little over 500 students coming in and out of that building on a daily basis. Plus we have annual trainings in our adult education. So the building is constantly going through wear and tear. So in order to keep the building appearance and functional, it needs constant work and attention. During the summer months, we'll break down all the classrooms, clean them up, wax them up, spit shine them, get them looking like new. So that way when the students come back in the fall, the secondary students come back in the fall, they have a like new appearance to the building. We also use the building to do our renovation. Right now we have HVAC units being installed to keep our building current with the airflow and not only air conditioning, but just the heating aspect of that as well. And then also our programs. I mentioned welding is expanding. We're working on our masonry and our construction trades area where those 2 areas are going to live in a common space. So that takes all planning and coordination and work. And behind the scenes, our maintenance personnel do a wonderful job.
Yeah. So that is going on. Meanwhile, programmatically, you're always looking at things that might be new, might be different courses, different directions that you can go. On the educational front, what's going on there with ICTC? What are some of the things you're looking at this summer?
Well, we have our 14 programs in place, but we're also currently speaking with all of the sending schools, including IUP in Indiana High School, and right now the need out there for educators. We're looking at training educators and creating a program using the CTC model, using the ICTC as the sort of driving force behind it to create a teacher prep program. So right now those discussions are in the initial stages, but there's high interest. There's obviously high demand and high need. IUP right here in our backyard from ICTC, and obviously their reputation as a teacher training institution. So it all sort of makes sense that we start moving in that direction.
Those cooperative arrangements that you're able to work out with other educational institutions, and then the relationship with the sending schools from within Indiana County. Those are really important, aren't they?
Absolutely. Our whole mission, our whole goal at the Indiana County Technology Center is to work in collaboration with the sending schools throughout the county. We meet regularly with the superintendents. In fact, just yesterday we had our monthly superintendent meeting. We'll have our monthly joint operating committee meeting where a representative from each school serves on our operating board, and that will take place next Tuesday. So everything that we do at the ICTC is discussed, collaborated, done collectively. Our goal is to serve the students of Indiana County to the best of our ability to provide quality programs. And in that, we have to know the needs and the wants of not only the students, the parents, the administrators within the building, all of that comes into play as we're making decisions and how we move forward.
Yeah, it's really interesting to watch the way that all of that works together. And in the end, it turns out we get to the end of the academic year, and Mrs. Fox brings in usually a group of students with high achievement, certifications earned, and great plans for their future. The great thing to me about the ICTC education is it can lead to further education on a higher plane, or it can lead right into the workforce, or it can do both. And that's a versatility that the ICTC experience has.
That's right. We like to pride ourselves in providing opportunities for students to take their next step in their life, whatever that may be, giving them options to choose what fits them best. And in that process, they obtain skills that they'll have for a lifetime. They can always rely on those skills, fall back on them, utilize them to help their families in the future. So it's a great feeling when those students walk across the stage and you shake their hand, that you know that you're giving them more than a certificate of completion of the program. You've helped them. You've given them skills that they're going to use and have for a lifetime. And hopefully stay right here in Indiana County and work and live and serve the community.
That's a great goal to have. Really is. All right, so you've got that air conditioning work going on there at the school. You probably need it on.
It's nice and cool in here in the studio. It is very cool. Your air conditioning unit is working. Ours are being installed, so there is no air conditioning in my office. So I could stay here a little while if you'd like me to.
Hang around. You can be the co-host rest of the day.
Hey, I would like to mention just before I leave, we have 2 students traveling to Atlanta, Georgia next week.
With their nails.
Olivia Kramer and Emily Ray. They're competing in the nail care competition. Olivia is the competitor. Emily is the model. So we wish them the best of luck. They'll experience the Skills USA in Atlanta, Georgia with 6,000 other competitors. There's 115 events. So it's just great to be able to see students be successful and send them to an event like that. Yeah. And then also through the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters. We work with Renda. We partner with Renda, our digital communications program, and Melanie Brubaker, our instructor. We continually try to partner with area businesses and industry, Renda being one of them. And fortunately, our submissions and our programs have been very successful in competitions with the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters, but also on Tuesday, I believe Mark Burdick is going to attend our JOC meeting and present us with a little nice grant funding so that we can support our program. So again, it's all through that connectivity, staying in the Indiana County, working collaboratively with each other. We take great pride in the success that we have in the county.
And success is true. You're 2-time PAB winners now.
That's correct. I don't want to brag, but that's correct.
Go ahead and brag. Mike McDermott, thanks so much.
No, thank you, Todd. Always a pleasure.
It's the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS.